Hello friends, welcome back in my channel. So our topic is linear programming problem by graphical method. So in the previous videos we explained maximization problem and minimization problem with two constraints, and in this video we explain maximization problem with three constraints. Now let's see the problem of three constraints. So this is our problem. Solve the LPP problem by graphical method. Maximize z is equal to 100x1 plus 60x2 subject to 5x1 plus 10x2 less than is equal to 50 is the first constraint. 8x1 plus 2x2 greater than equal to 16 is the second constraint. 3x1 minus 2x2 greater than equal to 6 is equal to third constraint, and x1 and x2 also greater than 0. So this is our problem with three constraints. Now let's see the solution of this problem. So let's see the solution. Firstly, we convert these constraints into equation. So for first constraints, we convert this constraint into equation. 5x1 plus 10x2 is equal to 50. So this is our first equation. When in the first equation x1 value is 0, so what is the value of x2? So find the value of x2. When x1 is equal to 0, so what is the value of x2? Put x1 value in the equation first and find the value of x2 and put here. So 5 x1 value is 0 plus 10 x2 is equal to 50. So x2 is equal to 50 upon 10 is equal to 5. So x2 is equal to 5. So right here. And in the first constraint x2 value is 0, so what is the value of x1? Again we doing when x2 is equal to 0, so what is the value of x1? So put x2 value in the equation first and find the value of x1 and write here. So 5 x1 plus 10 x2 is equal to 0, 0 is equal to 50. So 5 x1 is equal to 50, x1 is equal to 50 upon 5, so is equal to 10. So x1 value is equal to 10. So put here. So these our values x1 and x2 for first constraints, and now we doing for second constraints. Now for second constraints we convert second constraint into equation. So this is our second constraint, 8x1 plus 2x2 greater than equal to 16. So convert into this equation. So 8x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 16. This is our second equation. When in the second equation x1 value is 0, so what is the value of x2? When x1 is equal to 0, what is the value of x2? So put x1 value in the second equation and find the value of x2 and put here. So 8 into 0 is plus 2x2 is equal to 16. So 2x2 is equal to 16, x2 is equal to 16 upon 2 is equal to 8. So x2 value is 8. Put here. And when x2 value is 0, so what is the value of x1? When x2 is 0, so what is the value of x1? So what is the value of x1? Put x2 value in the second equation. 8x1 plus 2 into x2 value is 0 is equal to 16. x1 8x1 is equal to 16. x1 is equal to 16 upon 8 is equal to 2. So x1 value is 2. So this is our x1 and x2 values for second constraints. Now we look for third constraints. So for third constraints we convert third constraints into equation. This is our third constraint, 3x1 minus 2x2 greater than is equal to 6. So convert into the equation. So 3x1 minus 2x2 is equal to 6 is our third equation. So when x1 value is 0 in third constraint, so what is the value of x2? When x1 is equal to 0, so what is the value of x2? So put x1 value in the third equation and find the value of x2 and put here x1 value is 0. So 3 into 0 minus 2x2 is equal to 6. So minus 2x2 is equal to 6 is equal to x2 is equal to 6 minus 6 upon 2, so is equal to minus 3. So x2 value is minus 3. So right here, and now x2 value is 0. So what is the value of x1? Again we doing when x2 is equal to 0. So what is the value of x1? So put x2 value in the third equation and find the value of x1 and put here. So 3 x1 plus x2 value is minus 2, x2 is equal to 0 is equal to 6. So 3 x1 is equal to 6, x1 is equal to 6 upon 3 is equal to 2. So x1 value is equal to 2. So right here. So these our value x1 and x2 for third constants. Now all the values of x1 and x2 put in the graph. So let's see the graph. So for first constant, x1 and x2 value is x1 value is 0, x2 value is 5. x1 value is 0, x2 value is 5. So put the points 0 or 5. And for the next points, when x1 is equal to 10, x2 is 0. So x1 is equal to 10, x2 is 0. This is our x1, this is our x2. And again for which second constants, x1 value is 0, x2 is equal to 8. x1 value is 0, x2 is equal to 8. So 0, 8. For next, x1 value is 2, x2 value is 0. x1 value is 2, x2 value is 0. And now for the third constant. For third constant, x1 value is 0, x2 value is minus 3. x1 value is 0, x2 value is minus 3. This x1, this is x2. So x1 value is minus 3. So 0 minus 3. So for second point, x1 value is 2, x2 value is 0, x1 value is 2, x2 value is 0. This is the common point. So these are our points in the graph. Now we join first constant points to the first constant point and second constant point to the second constant point and third constant point to the third constant points. So our first constant points is 0, 5, 10, 0. So 0, 5, 10, 0. So match that point. Now for look second constants points 0, 8, 2, 0. 0, 8, 2, 0. So match the point. Now for third constants 0, 3, minus 3, 2, 0. 0 minus 3, 2, 0. So match the point. So these are our lines in the graph. This is our for first constant line, this is our second constant line, and this is our third constant line. Now we look for the feasible reason. For find the feasible reason, we go into the our constants. So these are our constants. 5x1 plus 10x2 less than is equal to 50. Less than means our feasible reason is below the first constant line. For second constant, 8x1 plus 2x2 greater than is equal to 16. Greater than means our feasible reason is above the second constant line. For third constants, 3x1 minus 2x2 greater than is equal to 6. Greater than means our feasible reason is above the line. So let's see our feasible reason. So this is our feasible reason because for the first constants our feasible reason is below the line. So this is our below the line. For second constants our feasible reason is above the line. So this is above the line. And for third constants also above the line is our feasible reason. So this is below and this is above. So this is above the reason. When I am say feasible reason because this is common to all both of three constraints. So now we have three corner points, first, second and third. First is A, second is B and C. For find the value of C, match the points. This is 4 and this is matched with 3. So this is our point 4, 3. So there are three corner points and put these corner points in our objective functions for find the optimal solution of this problem. So A, B, C, there are the three corner points and these are the values. So these values put in our objective functions. For A, 100 into x1 value is 2 plus 60 into 0 is equal to 200. For B, 100 into x1 value is 10 plus 60 into 0 is equal to 1000. And for C point, 100 into x1 value is 4 plus 60 into x2 value is 3. So 400 plus 180 is equal to 580. So now our problem is maximization. So we check the maximum point in both of 3 points. So maximum point is 1000. So this is our corner points for the optimal solution of this graph. So the corner point for the optimal solution of this problem is x1 is equal to 10, x2 is equal to 0 and our optimum value is z optimum is equal to 1000. So this is our solution. Thank you friends. I hope you will understand and like, share, subscribe my channel.